Hey y'all, this is AL Think Madame, and this is going to be, as you can guess by the title, a thoughts video. Y'all, I'm behind on those too. I'm sorry. I've been wanting to discuss some things that have been going on with various TV shows that I don't review, but I still want to say my 2 cents depending on what it's about. So anyway, y'all, I have been watching David Makes Man, which I feel is a wonderful, amazing TV show. It's a show that comes on OWN. It came on 3 times, and the next time, unless they're taking a break, will be this week. So yeah, it's about this boy named David who lives in the projects in Florida, and his mother is a single mother. He is going to a magnet school, and Phylicia Rashad plays his teacher, one of his teachers, but the main teacher that we always see him in the classroom with. And he is one of the few black faces at his school. And his friend is a mixed boy named Saren. And we start to see some stuff happen, and I'm beginning to wonder if this is going to delve into some possible mental health situations. Definitely know it's going to be some identity situations. I understand that he's a young child. He's young, but he's like a teenager. But sometimes if you don't know who you are and where you're going, then you feel stuck. And he has actually mentioned that he feels stuck. He had a moment one time when he was talking to his friend Saren, and then he just went from what would seem to be normal to trying to call him out. And it's crazy because what he called him out on was something that his friend confided in him about, which was his stepfather beating him. And now I'm conflicted because I just saw on the most recent episode where he had to go and do a project, and the only way he was going to get it done was if he went over to his friend Saren's house. Saren comes from a very up-class type of family. His mother remarried or got married to his stepfather. His mother is white. His stepfather is black. His actual birth father, biological father, is black, but he's not around, or deceased. I don't remember, because so many people in this show's father is deceased. I don't remember if he was one of the children who said his father died too. But anyway, so much is going on to the point where now I am conflicted as to whether or not the stepfather is the only one beating him, or if the mama is too. I feel like his mama been beating him too, or y'all, I don't know. This child been going all the way through. Like, the social worker in me wanted to jump out and be like, all right, now let's take this child and take him home with me or something, because this is too much going on. Oh Lord, I can't. It's just, whew. I was grateful for having a pause button because, y'all, it is a lot going on. Now, the person who created the movie Moonlight has his hands all in this TV show. And it's funny because before I found that out, I saw certain things happening on the show, and I was like, is this another Moonlight situation? And I love the movie Moonlight, just to make sure y'all know. I'm not trying to read the show or read the movie at all, because I love both. But I was like, okay, certain things were happening with the cinematography, I guess. And I was like, this is reminding me of Moonlight. So yeah, I don't know. He's having, David himself, the little boy, he is having moments where he's talking to somebody. And I'm like, is this his father? And initially we thought the person was real, but the person is a figment of his imagination, because, so to speak, because the person no longer is with us. he was very smart. He was into books and, learning, schoolwork. And every time we see him appear to David, he'll be like, well, did you present your project first? You got to get up there and do yours first. And did you look up this, something that I told you to look up? Like, he's always trying to encourage him to do something education-wise. So I'm here for that. But I'm thinking that this person was his father. He got caught up in the drug game and he got killed. And for some reason, he's been seeing him. He talks to him. And there are moments where he's talking to him and other people are looking at David and they're looking like, okay, what is going on here? So that's why I'm saying I don't know if there are going to be some mental health moments that are going to have to be discussed, because he literally seems fine one minute and then the next minute he just goes a completely different direction. And it makes me be like, wait, what? So yeah, this is a pretty good show. I really, really have been enjoying this. So I'm gonna stay tuned. This is a really good show to me. So something else that I watch is Snowfall. Y'all know that. I am like 3 episodes behind. Like, it is real out here. It don't make no sense. But yeah, I gotta catch up. I was supposed to do like an episode a day since I got off work, and I am not caught up. I don't know if I'm gonna watch any of it today, but yeah, I'm gonna try to catch all the way back up before the end of this week. But we'll see how that go. But yeah, I heard a lot of stuff is going down with that, so we'll see. I am like 2, 3 now episodes behind on Black Love, y'all, and I was so excited for the second episode to come on because it was gonna have David and Tamela Mann. Now, I have already seen something before that kind of outlined how they came to be and all that, but I think there are some more extra things they're gonna put in there, and I'm excited to discuss those. So what I'm going to do is, whenever I do get around to finishing all of them, I'm gonna kind of combine the shows and and condense it. So whichever couples I liked the most, I'll just do video on those. I won't necessarily, discuss every single couple, because everybody has their moments where I'm very interested. But yeah, I want to condense it. I don't want to go on forever, because I would have to do each individual video. Y'all already know I don't get paid for this. So this is taking time out of my day to do this. And I don't get compensated in any form or fashion for it. So, But yeah, I like the show. I've always liked it. I thought it was a pretty cool concept. So I'm glad that they, came up with this. I already knew about Terry Crews and his wife. So it was just interesting to see a little bit more information added, because I didn't know every single detail. But yeah, I was here for it. So moving right along, y'all see I do Power. A lot is going on. Y'all know, if you watch it and if you're a faithful person, if you really watch it like that faithfully, the most is going on. I'm tired. I watched The Real Housewives of Potomac last night, and it's just a lot. I have been wanting to comment on Katie for a while. I don't know what's going on with her. I have heard that she has some custody issues going on, and this was before it was aired on the show. I've been hearing that she has custody issues going on, and she is in and out of relationships quite frequently. I don't think she's with the guy who we have been hearing about on this show anymore. And if she is, she probably got back with him. I don't know what's going on, but I think that everybody should have taken a different approach with her. Some people seem like they wanted to be a little bit genuine when it came to her, but I don't know. I don't know if that was for the cameras or, what. But I've noticed the wigs that she wears. Her hair has been looking like a complete and utter mess. I don't know if she's doing drugs or not, but she does give me some kind of substance type of a situation might be going on with her. And despite the fact that she doesn't have money like that right now, she could have at least washed her hair and put it in a ponytail, or if it's cut short right now, like I think I heard her say, she could have just washed it, blow dried it, and just went with that. She didn't have to throw an old raggedy wig on, because she be looking crazy with these wigs. Now, I think the next episode that's going to come on, she's going to randomly come through with some kind of wig. It went by pretty fast, but the wig looked like it might be looking like better than all the ones that she's worn all this season. But she be looking like a drug addict when we see her. So I really hope that if it is true about everything going on with her kids and her personal life as far as her relationship, I hope that she has some mental health. I want her to get that under control, because stuff like that can really mess you up and put you in a terrible headspace. So, I'm not going to come on here and bash her and joke on her, but I mean, I'm just saying her wigs did look crazy. And I just felt like she should have been able to do something different or something normal, like just wash it and wash and go or whatever. She didn't have to have a wig. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Monique is pregnant and happy, and I'm glad. I like Monique. She has her moments, but I like her. Karen, her fragrance is supposed to be like debuted the next episode, and I can't wait to see what the bottle gonna look like. I would love to see what it smells like, because she said that it's supposed to be like unisex, and I'm here for that. So I mean, if that's what it is, I would purchase it if it actually. See, I'm a perfume person. I really am a perfume person, and that what's that woman's name? I have a unisex perfume that I love. I actually haven't worn it in like a year, but I have it. What's that woman's name? The woman who did Poker Face. I have her perfume, and I love it. When I tell you, I get compliments like crazy when I wear that. I had somebody roll on me like, "What do you have on?" When I first started, like I literally was like, "Oh, this smells good. I'm gonna wear this to work." So I came to work. Somebody that I normally say hey to or whatever said it all the way out. "What do you have on?" Didn't say good morning. "What do you have on?" Oh my gosh. What is the hell for name, y'all? Why can't I think her name? Lady Gaga. But yeah, she has a unisex fragrance, and I love it. I love it. And to me, it goes well with my chemistry, and people live for it when I wear it. It's along the lines of the different things that I wear, because I like sweet, I like certain musks, I like fresh, and to me, hers has like undertones of like sweet, but it's like more on the musk and fresh side. But it's really, really good. I really like how it smells, and I haven't worn it in I don't know how long. But yeah, that's one of the ones I love. Now, I ain't gonna tell y'all the name of the really sweet one, and that's the one at this job that I'm at right now. Every time I wear that, people said it off. So I done held off on wearing that for like 2-3 months. But I love it. I always get complimented on that. Like I am a big perfume person. So yeah. So I ain't gonna lie, I really would try to roll up and see what it smelled like. If it did roll out nationwide in different places, I would try to see what it smelled like. Like, Karen, if you watching this, send me a sample, girl. Send me one of them roller balls so I can test it out, because I'm here for perfumes, like for real. I'm here for you, girl. But yeah, outside of that, I think Karen has been pretty tame these past few episodes, and she's been justified in the way that she feels about certain things. And I'm here for her saying what she said to Ashley last night. You can't sit up here and get mad at people who aren't going to be faking your face. And everybody in the circle has indeed said something about the situation going on with her husband, because who's sitting up here doing the most? My thing is, everybody, no matter if you've watched this show or not, and you know the backstory behind Michael doing stuff before and saying inappropriate things, for us to see the footage of the mic being on and hearing one of the cameramen saying, "Don't do that," when Michael apparently rolled up on him. Like, why would somebody say that if you just bumped into them? You grabbing butt cheeks. Or, what Donald Trump said, you doing something like that along those lines. You doing something you ain't got no business. Come on now, you know it. Because who would just say that don't do that if you just bumped into them? You say excuse me and they say it's okay. Nobody says don't do that. You know you're wrong. So Ashley got mad with Karen because Karen had it out with her last night about it. She was like, I'm just trying to be real with you. If I'm trying to forge this friendship with you and, get on decent terms with you, I'm not going to sit up here and lie to your face. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what it is. And I feel as though she is 100% right in saying what she said, which is your husband has not been exonerated. They dismissed the case. And I mean, that's basically all they did was dismiss it and say, oh, we're just going to drop the charges. Or you were not said to be guilty. You were not said to have been not guilty. But I'm sorry, that video footage was clear enough for me to know that you did some things you ain't had no business doing. So I'm just saying, no, anybody got time. So who else? I have not been here for Giselle at all this season. She stayed in the middle of something, and then she want to look crazy when something pop off. And that's how you know it's really been her doing the most, because even her so-called friend, she got into it with her a little bit. She tried her. It's like, girl, you ain't even gonna be supportive at your friends event. You gonna cut up everywhere. She's thinking, okay, this is my friend. She wouldn't do that. I ain't even gonna she didn't even think of saying to her beforehand, like, girl, if you're gonna try something, don't do it at this. Don't do this at my, event. Don't do this at my house opening or house showing or whatever it was. She came, she literally, before she set foot in the door good, it hadn't even been, hey, bye, nothing to nobody, setting it off instantly. I don't understand. Yeah, I have something random to say about Ashley to mention. Her mother said that she looks so much like her father. To me, every single time I look at Ashley, Ashley looks just like her mama. She got her mama eyes. Like, I'm trying to understand. Like, does she have, like, a nose or an ear or something that look like her dad? Because every single time I look at her, I see her mama staring right back at me. She has her mama's eyes. Like, I'm just like, girl, I don't know what you looking at, but he don't look like her. They don't look alike at all. I'm sorry. I need to see a picture of him to believe this, because every time I see Ashley, she look just like her mama. And I'm just like, Lord have mercy. But yeah, y'all. Moving right along. Something that I thought about reviewing, but I'm not going to do, and I haven't even seen the first episode, is a Black Lady sketch show. There are 5 episodes in. I haven't seen not the first, and there have been so many cameos. I've been missing out. I'm just like, oh my gosh. I saw like the first 10 minutes. I lied. I saw like the first 10 minutes of the first episode, but that's it. Let's see. What else? I'm not doing Black Ink Crew. I'm sorry. None of them. Black Ink Crew, Compton. I am tired before it gets started. The most is going on. I wish KP would do something else to his head. Lemire need to sit down. Like, you got a baby on the way. Like, you beggars can't be choosy. You over here, you trying to do the most. KP's manager, he doing a little bit too much too, but at the same time, he got a right to do a little bit more than Lemire. So I don't understand why Lemire is doing all of what he doing. The guy who is light skinned that has all these women somehow, like, he look kind of weird to me. I don't understand how he pulling all these women and he just voodoo doll. Like, girl, I understand that you have been in a cult, grew up in a cult, and your stepdaddy was the cult leader. He was the Jim Jones of wherever cult that he was over. But calm down. And if y'all don't know who Jim Jones is, not the rapper, if you don't know who Jim Jones is, then don't try to come for me. Because I'm not talking about the person who goes by Jim Jones. I'm not talking about the rapper. I'm talking about the actual cult leader. So don't try to come for me if you don't know who Jim Jones is. But anyway, her stepdaddy was the Jim Jones of the cult that he was at and over. And I I just feel like this is what her storyline is gonna be, and I'm just like, girl, it's like every episode I get tired. And my thing is, I understand that you have been through all the things you've been through, girl. I have been through the most myself, but I don't want her to get on here and every single time we see her. So my father was the cult leader, and I don't want that to be every single time she open her mouth. Like, girl, you supposed to overcome that. Show us some more tattoos, even though a lot of her tattoos are very not vulgar, y'all know what I'm talking about, explicit, because she's into the kind that has all kinds of nudity in it and all that. Okay, do what you do, but girl, you ain't got to bring that up every time. I want your artwork to speak for itself. I want you to be able to show your artwork. I want you to be able to show what you were doing outside of the shop and not dealing with what was going on with your family, because I just feel like the way it's gonna go is every single time we see her, she gonna say, my father was the cult leader, every single time. I don't want to hear that every day. Like, goodness gracious, I'm tired. Barbie, I don't know how I feel about her. I don't know if she gonna basically be the Sky of her Black Ink crew or what. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I don't know. I don't know what to think about her right now. Somebody else, but they're not memorable right now. That's a guy, and I just don't care. And yeah, no. So Black Ink Crew, the original with Caesar and all that stuff on it, y'all. I'm refused. I'm not going on his child's mother's Instagram, if she has one, to figure out what she look like. I'm gonna wait until that little mask come off to see what her jaw look like after they done broke it, because she done went on ahead and went through with that surgery. Caesar has been getting dragged for like the past month, like in real life, real time. He didn't have a license. He's never had a license. If he did, he ain't got one right now. But anyway, he ain't got no license, so he has gotten arrested or whatever for driving without a license. But every time we see him, he in a car, a new car, and I think he about to get another car. And I'm just like, bro, you doing the most. He got backlash because he didn't tell his ex that she's beautiful the way she is, that she don't need that. It's just the way he said. He was like, what? Why are you doing that? Like, he just didn't say no. And she was just like, it's just hard out here dating. I haven't been with anybody since you. And instead of him encouraging her and be like, that's something that you don't need to do. You will be okay without doing that. You are beautiful the way you are. It was just like, girl, why are you doing that? And it's like, we see what her neck was looking like. But at the same time, she shouldn't have had to do all that. That's crazy. There are people out here who will be with you despite all that. Then his daughter running up the credit card. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Then I didn't know that this guy was going to be a permanent fixture. Whoever the gay guy who was the assistant, he's going to be on here. And he has been actually his assistant. And while he's running his shops, he has been having him to be with his daughter. And so he took her shopping because that was going to be an all-day ordeal. So I don't know why that outfit was ugly that he had her in the other day. I don't know what that was about. But no. Bae, y'all, I'm very confused and conflicted, because if I'm not mistaken, in real life, Bae has a shop that's not this shop. I don't know if it's her shop or she works at the shop, but anyway, I'm guessing that the only reason why she's on this show is for a check, because she works at a shop. But when she's at this shop, she don't do nothing 99.5% of the time. So I'm like, why are you even here? You don't do nothing. And then her storyline is going to be her and Rob ain't together. She going to get a divorce. Her mama ain't even here for the foolishness and was like, y'all need to talk and get back together because I ain't got time for this. She done flew out and then flew back home. She done got tired of her spirit already. And I'm just like, Lord, I need to know the details, because why would this man just get up and walk out on you and the baby? The baby is still a baby in diapers and some more. I feel like that baby ain't even 9 months old. Like, that baby is still a whole baby. I don't understand. Because she had been pregnant and all that longer than they had been married. And I'm just like, why? Why? What happened that Rob wanted to walk out and like completely leave you? He don't answer the phone for you. A situation could have been popping off with the baby. He won't answer the phone. So what is really going on? Or are y'all really faking the funk for a chick? Like, I know a lot of people do this stuff and want to make us believe that something is really going on because of what we're seeing on the TV. But is this something that y'all are faking for a check? for ratings, because that would be trifling if that's the case. So yeah, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm tired of that, y'all. Ain't nothing really going on with Puma and them, whatever. Walt, ain't nothing really going on with him right now, except him and Donna has squashed their beef because she basically said she was gonna come for the girlfriend no more. But I don't understand what he with her for. It's so random. It is so random. Apparently they've been on and off for years. I just don't get it. It's just too much. So anyway, last thing I want to touch on is Kit. Her mama passed away. She had lung cancer. I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is really too much. Like it really was. So I'm glad that Caesar got some sense and he showed up, because it's like y'all were in a whole relationship, and I get that. And my thing is this, I'm conflicted on that at times, because if my ex, if his mama were to pass away right now, I don't think I'll be going to the funeral because we're not together or whatever. Whether I had a boyfriend or not, I don't think it's my place to go, because he has a wife now. First of all, I feel like it depends on the circumstances. He has a wife and he has kids now. So I feel like it would be okay if I didn't show up there. Now, there are people who might think like, if both of us were single when this happens, then I should go and give my support, because I ain't never had no issues with his mama. So I felt like it was right for Caesar to show up for Kit, because all this stuff was going on with her. Like, she was going all the way through, and he did try to tell her before that he wasn't going to be there. And I mean, he, in all seriousness, even though people want to read him for it, he did have a legit reason, because he did have his daughter, even though y'all know that that boy had her most of the time. I'm pretty sure, because he was out doing whatever he was doing, whenever he wasn't working. So yeah, I think that's everybody. Donna's situation, I think it's stupid, because I don't understand why she back at the shop. She don't do nothing. Her tattooing is trash. Her man is still suing Teddy and Caesar. So I'm like, what is we doing? I'm confused. I don't understand. This is something I don't understand, because he has offered both of them their jobs back. We have seen on social media where they, meaning Alex and Donna, have been at like Black Ink Crew functions, like as a crew, like as an actual group. And I'm just like, why? And now it's literally currently, like last week, if that, he is suing them for like $1 million or something like that. And I'm just like, what's going on? I'm confused. I don't understand why this is happening. I don't understand. But you at the shop and your man is suing your boss again, but really going in for real this time. Like, I don't understand. It's just stupid. Y'all, basketball wise, I'm tired. I'm so tired in my spirit. After this, I'm gonna let y'all go, because 30 minutes is long enough. Jackie, I'm just like, oh my gosh. I don't know if y'all heard, but recently, K. Michelle said that she wants to have sex with Jackie, like in real life. She wants to have sex with Jackie. She thinks Jackie fine and all this other stuff. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what's wrong with you? But anyway, I wish Phoebe would go somewhere and sit down, because it seems as though the only thing that she knows how to say is that somebody's old. Because I guess she's like the youngest person in this group. And I use group very loosely, because I don't even understand her purpose. She don't do nothing. Like, why is she even here? I don't understand. And then it's crazy to me, because Evelyn is sitting up here trying to hype this heifer up. And in essence, she's saying you old too, because you and like a few of them are all around the same age, and the people that she calling old, they all around your age too. So it's like she calling you old too, heifer. I don't know why you sitting up here trying to live for her when she's talking about you too. So I don't understand why Phoebe's here. She's trash as a rapper. She hating on people who don't even have to try and are better at rapping than she is. I.e. Tammy. I don't care nobody say. Tammy ain't even really trying like that. And I listened to that song that came out recently. It was pretty decent. I was here for it a little bit. I might actually download that. Phoebe, I saw that whole video and I was like, yep, unimpressed. And my thing is, even if I ain't here for you, I will give you your props. And she was trash. I'm sorry. Who else on here? Shawnee ain't got nothing going on except this weed business. She's supposed to be going to business with her ex. I think they're going to get back together. And I've been saying this for the past couple of seasons because they've been getting a little bit more chummier than they have been in the past because, you know, they had a nasty divorce. But anyway, y'all, ain't nothing really going on here. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good weekend and day. Bye.